Archangel Michael says, don't delay this message, because what is happening behind your back is more serious than anyone dares to admit. A certain group of people, who once smiled in your presence and pretended to care, are now facing the burning edge of justice. But their fall isn't clean, it drags your name, your peace, and your future into the fire unless you act wisely. There was a decision made without your consent, without your knowledge, that placed your name on something extremely dangerous. A hidden file, a manipulated signature. Someone close used your trust like a weapon. They are already in trouble, but instead of taking responsibility, they are planning to push everything on you. A powerful authority is looking into them. But if your name is mentioned even once more, the consequences will touch your soul. This is not a warning to take lightly. A heavy cloud has been forming over your destiny, and you don't even know who triggered the storm. The next few days could turn your whole path upside down if you remain unaware. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You were supposed to be free from this long ago. You did not invite these enemies into your circle, yet they crawled in, hiding behind words like family, friend, and support. But Archangel Michael says they're now exposed. It will shock you to see the document. The evidence. The message written with your name signed at the bottom. Though you never touched a pen, they are scared, and rightfully so. Because what they meant to hide is being revealed rapidly, and they are not ready for the consequences. That is why they are trying to make you the scapegoat. Someone's lies about you are now being investigated. But if you say nothing, their punishment could become your burden. That's why Archangel Michael is commanding attention now. Type Amen to get blessing 717. A woman who once helped you with small things, car rides, phone calls, maybe even a meal, is one of the hidden forces against you. She acted kind to get information from you. But her conversations were recorded and sent to people who planned chaos. This woman is now begging the same people not to reveal her identity. She's in panic, knowing her connection to this evil has been traced. But her name alone isn't enough. They're asking, who else was involved? They are in big trouble. But trouble never wants to drown alone. When the waves come crashing, they'll try to push you under just to breathe a little longer themselves. And that is what's happening right now in secret. Archangel Michael says they already whispered your name into a dangerous ear. Type Amen to get blessing 112. The next 48 hours hold power. A phone call, an email, a document that seems innocent, any of these could be the trap. Someone is using your past to create a false story. Your kindness is being rewritten into a plotline of guilt. But do not fear. Truth is moving, and protection surrounds you, but you must not ignore the warning. Archangel Michael says you are being guided right now because the consequences they meant for you are about to return to them. One by one, their lies are unraveling. But only if you stay aware and act with clarity. You'll be shocked to discover that someone you haven't spoken to in months has recently asked for your personal details under false reasons. They said it was for a gift, but the truth was darker. Type Amen to get blessing 999. That same person used your identity to secure something valuable. Something financial. Something legal. The problem? That asset is under investigation now. And once your name is discovered in the file, even if falsely placed, your silence will be seen as agreement. You are being watched closely, not as a suspect but as a potential victim. But if you stay silent now, the line between innocent and guilty will blur. Archangel Michael says, a storm is coming, but your steps can shape the outcome. Be wise. Be swift. Type Amen to get blessing 414. If your energy has felt off lately, it's because someone invoked your name in a courtroom conversation without you present. They pretended you were a witness. But you were never informed. This is not a simple misunderstanding. It is intentional and sharp. Their plan was to make you the silent shield while they escaped the fire. But Archangel Michael broke that cycle. The shield cracked. And their fingerprints are all over the betrayal. Someone is already regretting involving you. Because a third party has now taken interest, and they want real answers. That interest could be law enforcement or someone with even more power. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Don't be surprised if someone suddenly reaches out to check on you. This is not care, it is control. They want to know what you know. They are hoping you haven't heard the truth. That you're still in the dark. But now, the light is coming from every direction. Archangel Michael says this light is revealing every secret tie, every whisper. Every betrayal with your name involved. What's coming next will shock even your enemies, because while they built a trap for you, they never imagined divine intervention. But it has arrived. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There's a secret room, a meeting, a group chat where they discussed you. Every word is now retrievable, every plan documented. What they thought would stay hidden is being traced. And when the right eyes see the proof, they will fall like dominoes. One man among them is especially nervous. He has a high-ranking title, and he was the one who submitted the false document. He is already being questioned, and he is close to confessing. That confession may come out in public. It may even come out on your behalf. Prepare for your name to rise from the ashes. Type Amen to get blessing 202. You will soon receive a message that seems unrelated, an old contact from a job, a service, or a family member from years ago. But this is divine setup. That person has seen your name where it didn't belong. They are coming with truth. They might not tell you everything, but their message is a piece of the puzzle. Archangel Michael says don't ignore it. Even if it seems small, it's connected to something large. Something powerful. Something legal. The woman who smiled in your face while planting rumors behind your back is about to be confronted. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Her lies are turning into legal nightmares. She's already had to meet someone secretly to explain herself. But she couldn't lie well enough. There is video footage of a conversation where she mentioned you and said, "They won't even know I did this, but now, you know." You will soon receive indirect contact, through a relative or someone random, or they try to test your awareness. Act calmly, but don't fall for the performance. This situation will change the course of 3 people's lives forever. One of them is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You have been protected. Not just by accident, but by higher purpose. The reason you've been spared so far is because your truth is needed as a final testimony. You are the last piece of clarity in a chaotic web. They underestimated your strength. But soon, their panic will be your proof. One individual has already confessed in private, hoping for mercy. But what they confessed exposed more than they intended. Your name was used to gain access to a private space, a locked area, or a sealed file. That's no longer a secret. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Now, something is being prepared for you in silence. A reversal of damage. A heavenly realignment. You may begin noticing blessings arriving where stress once lived. That's not coincidence. That's correction. Archangel Michael says their trouble will no longer become your trouble. Your hands are being removed from this curse, but do not return to the ones who caused it. One of them will cry. One of them will plead. One of them will deny everything until the very end. Type Amen to get blessing 121, but the truth knows your name. And so does justice. A letter is coming soon. Don't discard it. It contains the final proof. If they try to offer you peace with guilt still in their hands, refuse it. Wait for the full truth. You are stronger than they imagined. You are the light that breaks this circle. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Their consequences are real. And you are walking away free, but wiser. Their masks are falling. Their stories collapsing. What they tried to place on your shoulders has returned to theirs multiplied. Archangel Michael says this: stay still and observe. Your silence will speak louder than any argument. Your clarity is your protection. They are in big trouble. But the most powerful part of the story, they cannot take you down with them anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. One of them has already tried to contact someone close to you, hoping they could pass along a false message. They want to paint themselves as the victim now. But Archangel Michael has turned the page, and what they buried is being exhumed under divine force. They will try again, through guilt, through tears, through soft-spoken apologies wrapped in hidden manipulation. But their time is over. The chains they tried to put on you have now wrapped around their own feet. Do not let pity guide your decisions. They were not thinking of your heart when they signed your name on those forbidden lines. They were not crying when they threw you into that situation without your consent. Justice is not blind this time. It sees clearly. And you are finally stepping out of the shadow they dragged you into. Type Amen to get blessing 616. This moment has been in the making for a long time. Archangel Michael says that even the angels watching over you have waited patiently to unleash truth. The betrayal was brutal, but the revenge of heaven is healing. Now there is documentation being pulled out from digital archives. Your name will be cleared officially. A lawyer, who didn't even know you personally, is about to defend your truth in a room full of liars. A strange voice will soon stand up for you. Someone unexpected. Someone who once stayed quiet but can no longer remain silent. You will feel the shift before it arrives. The energy of vindication carries a unique vibration. Your body, your spirit, and your sleep will start to feel lighter. Type Amen to get blessing 303. A paper you never signed is about to be declared false. That will trigger a wave of panic in their circle. The lies will start collapsing like dominoes, and when they do, you must be ready to walk away from everyone who watched and said nothing. Even those who knew but stayed silent out of fear, they are not your allies. One of them watched your name being abused and chose comfort over courage. That person will return, claiming they were just as trapped as you. But their hands were not clean. Archangel Michael says, your silence is no longer required. The battle is shifting in your favor. You are not just walking free, you are walking empowered. Type Amen to get blessing 747. You may begin to notice sudden acts of kindness from people who once ignored you. That is not love. It is fear. They feel the winds changing. They know something has turned. The energy around you is glowing, and the divine realm is protecting your steps. You might even receive a warning in disguise, a message that seems caring but is designed to make you retreat. Don't retreat. Stand firmer. What's happening now is meant to lift you, not scare you. But the enemy's only hope is to shake your confidence. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Soon, you will have an opportunity to speak, whether to a professional, an investigator, or in front of a group. Choose your words wisely. You don't need to scream the truth for it to be powerful. Your calm will shake them more than your anger. Your poise will echo louder than your accusations. A friend of one of the betrayers is already stepping away from the group. They no longer want to be attached to what's coming. This friend will soon contact you, not to warn, but to align. Listen, but don't forget. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting the lesson. Type Amen to get blessing 808. In the coming weeks, there will be a breakthrough so strong, you may think it's a dream. A letter of apology. A financial return. A public statement. Archangel Michael says they will suffer what they created. Their tower of deception is burning from within. And you were never meant to carry that fire. Their trouble is real and unavoidable. But it is no longer yours. Their crisis is their creation. Stay alert. A message may come at midnight. A divine sign may interrupt your day. Type Amen to get blessing 313. This is not coincidence. This is sacred justice in motion. The woman who manipulated your name for access to something valuable is losing her influence. Her sponsors are abandoning her. Her protection is gone. Now she is desperately trying to contact people, searching for someone to shield her. But no one is answering her calls anymore. She will be alone when her day comes. The same way she tried to leave you abandoned. Type Amen to get blessing 919. When the truth fully emerges, you will feel it in your bones. It won't just be revealed, it will be undeniable. A news item, a formal update, or a surprising call will tell you, the storm has passed. You survived the setup. They thought you would never find out, they thought you would never stand again. But they were wrong. You were chosen for more. Not just survival, but greatness. And this betrayal was a crooked stepping stone to your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 114. What was stolen will be returned with interest. What was blocked will now burst open. Doors long closed will fly open at the lightest touch. Archangel Michael says your name is being rewritten, not in lies, but in legacy. They are in big trouble, but you are in big transition. Their fall marks the beginning of your rise. Walk away with your head held high. They thought they were ending you, but instead, they introduced the world to your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They are afraid now, not because of what you did, but because of who you are becoming. Stay focused. Stay grounded. Everything they try to destroy in you is about to bloom in public. Justice is not coming, it's here, and you are walking in its full light. The consequences they tried to shift to you are returning tenfold. Their games are over. And your name will be honored. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Their silence will become loud when the truth is published. And they will no longer have shadows to hide beneath. The documents they falsified will resurface under new authority, and each signature will be examined line by line. The name they forged, yours, will stand out like fire in the night. You won't need to defend yourself with anger. The proof will speak louder than any word they used to defame you. Archangel Michael says, those who once plotted your downfall will now be the ones falling in public. Their own hands are betraying them. One by one, people around them are turning away. No one wants to go down with them, not even their most loyal partners. You may hear whispers of breakdowns, fights between them, or one person trying to run away from accountability. But you must stay still. Because you are already stepping out of the fire. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The woman who tried to drag your name through the mud is now facing a personal investigation. Her phone has been tracked, her bank account monitored. The moment they pulled you into their scheme, they triggered spiritual law. What they thought was invisible is now under heaven's microscope. She is no longer just in trouble, she is surrounded by it. And the only reason she hasn't been exposed yet is because divine timing is waiting for the perfect moment to reveal everything at once, and when it does, there will be no escape. Type Amen to get blessing 818. You were not created to be a scapegoat. You were created to shine. Every false accusation is now being shattered. They are writing apologies in secret, hoping to send them before they face legal shame. But no apology will erase what they did in darkness. Archangel Michael says a spiritual reversal has begun. Every action against you is reversing direction like wind turning mid-storm. Watch carefully, your name is about to be cleared not only legally, but spiritually. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There is a divine observer who witnessed everything they did. A person in a high position knows the truth and has not spoken, yet. But they will. They held back for the right moment. They are gathering courage. And they know their words could set you free. This person has been watching silently for too long. They can no longer stay quiet as injustice grows. When they speak, a chain reaction will begin, and the walls around your enemies will collapse. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Your story will be told, not by rumors, but by truth. You won't need to beg anyone to believe you. Truth travels faster than lies now. People who once ignored you will suddenly reach out. Not because they cared then, but because they fear what is coming now. They want to be seen as helpful. But Archangel Michael says, do not fall for temporary allies. Stay connected to your truth. Not their performances, because you are not here to be pitied. You are here to be honored. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Soon, you will be offered something unexpected. A legal opportunity, a financial release, or a public restoration of your name. It may seem like it came from nowhere, but it came from heaven. Because while they plotted your ruin, the divine was preparing your restoration. And this time, it's public. The person who tried to use you is now losing access to everything they stole. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Someone who doubted you before will ask for your forgiveness. They will say, "I didn't know what they were doing to you." But you will remember how they watched silently when you were hurt. Forgive if your soul feels it, but don't forget. Your rise must come with new boundaries. Archangel Michael says there are new people coming into your life. They will carry truth, not gossip. Support, not schemes. You are being lifted from the battlefield into the blessing field. Type Amen to get blessing 111. You are chosen to shine after surviving a storm that others didn't believe in. You were strong in silence, and now your strength will roar without noise. Everything they meant to be your ending is now your new beginning, and they will watch it unfold. They are in big trouble. And you are in a divine transition. Hold your peace. Keep your power, and trust that what was meant to bury you is now planting your future. Type Amen to get blessing 707.